Okay, so I just want to start by introducing myself. My name is Shelby Osborne, and I am co-hosting this with Bria Evenson. And Shelly unfortunately could not make it tonight. She had something come up, but she was supposed to be co-hosting it with us as well. And we are all part of the Team Success Fit, which is really just a team of mostly women who are really about inspiring each other and motivating each other to be the best versions of ourselves, which is what I love so much about coaching. So I just want to dive into a little bit about myself and why I got into coaching. I've been coaching for a year now, and what really attracts me to it is that I really wanted to do something purposeful with my life, and I wanted to be, oh, sorry, I forgot to mute people. Let me just do that quick. I wanted to have a career where I felt like I was making a difference. And I went to school for hotels, and I'm working in hotel now as a front desk supervisor, but I don't feel like I'm actually making a difference in people's lives. Like, it's great to sell someone a room and have them have a fantastic stay, but it's not meaningful. And with coaching, I feel like I actually get to help people and really emotionally touch them and be able to change their lives in a way that is impactful and makes me feel like I'm actually leaving my mark on the world. And so that's one of the big reasons that I decided to become a coach. Another reason is that I'm inspired by it and I stay in it is because of the earning potential. I'm constantly hearing about people in my own team who have been able to fire their bosses or retire their husbands. And it's honestly so motivating to me to keep going because I have a lot of student debt from going to school, and seeing that I can make a job working online from anywhere and being able to make a lot of money with it is really exciting, and it keeps me wanting to do it. And then one of my big reasons, one of my big goals why I'm in this is that I want to eventually be a stay-at-home mom. And I see so many people who have to go back to work and they miss all those moments with their kids. And I think it would be really cool to just be able to stay home with my kids. And I know it's kind of weird because I don't have any kids yet that I'm thinking so far in advance, but I really want to be able to inspire my family and eventually have a family and be able to show them that healthy is a way, and be able to work part-time hours but still make a full-time income. And then lastly, a huge thing about coaching is that all these things are things that I would want to be doing anyways, like working out every day and working on myself, and coaching really, it inspires me to always do those things, and it holds me accountable to always keep working on myself. So that leads me into what we do as coaches. The main thing that we do is we run challenge groups, which I know some of you have been a part of. And these groups are really just about creating a safe environment where people get to learn how to start working out and start eating healthy and really take care of themselves in a safe place. And that's really where the magic happens, is in these groups, where we really get to help people. And then a big part of that is working on yourself. So being a coach, if you expect to inspire others, you got to be working on yourself. And that is why I think these groups do so well, is when the coaches are really working on themselves and being a challenger themselves. So I think when we start to share that naturally, that's when it starts to become more of a business. And when we start tracking, we can connect with the people who are connecting with our story and reach out to them and really start to build that environment that's built around positivity and uplifting each other. And then another thing that Beachbody really promotes us to do is personal development, which I never would have done if it wasn't for this company, but it has changed my life so much in the past year. I would recommend it to anyone, whether you're a coach or not. You should really be growing your mind every single day. And I love that this company reminds you to do it as little as 5 minutes a day. And the best part is that no one tells you what you have to be working on for personal development. It's totally up to you. So whatever kind of inspiration you need that day to just kind of fuel your fire and pump you up, you get to choose what that is. Or if you need to work on a new skill, then you can do that. So it's anything, but it's just about growing yourself every single day. And I can't even say how much my confidence has grown because of spending that time on personal development every single day. And then I just want to say that when you get into coaching, you really think it's about helping people eat clean and helping people work out. But more than that, it's really just about building an environment where people feel safe to be themselves and work on themselves and constantly try and be a better person. So that is what we do each day. And then I want to also talk about the training that Beachbody provides for us. And I think what's really awesome is that it's all at your own pace and that it's all like at your fingertips. If you were ready to dive into this business, there's more information than you can even handle. Whether that is from your team or from the coach online office, everything is at your fingertips. And it's your choice kind of how you go through that. What I really love is our Facebook team pages. If you ever have a question, you can just post it in there and everyone's willing to help. One of the most amazing thing about Beachbody coaches is that we're not in competition with each other. We're honestly all supporting and helping each other, whether it's just our team Success Fit or our bigger team or just a Beachbody coach that's not even on your team. We're always helping each other and sharing information with each other. Every week there is a call called the National Wake Up Call, which is one of those things going back to where I was talking about the earning potential. This just gets me fired up every single week about how much you can really make this business work for your life. They share their best practices and tips with us every single week. And these are coaches who have made it to the top in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Like, it does not take long. So if you dive in, the potential is there. So yeah, there's lots of different ways to learn, and you can learn. Everyone has different learning abilities, and you can do video learning. You can do Facebook groups that give you kind of daily actions to do each day. You can hook up with another coach and become success partners and learn that way. There's really just endless possibilities. And the best part too is that it's all free. You don't have to pay for this learning. Your training is all provided by your team. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about training for now. If you guys have questions more, or you want to know more of the details of daily what we do, then definitely ask me, send me a message. Okay, I'm going to pass to you.
Thanks, Shelby. It's always really fun to do these calls because I think, as Shelby was saying, one of the best parts about coaching is really the people you get to be surrounded by and connected with. And there's no way, I live in Ontario, Shelby's in BC, like there's no way we would have met otherwise. And I think the longer I do this, the more I get to connect with my people, is how I feel. Like, I don't know if you recall, like even in like high school or university, and you're just surrounded by your friends that make you feel very close, like you're in a good space. And I think that's what this always reminds me of, is that I'm around the people who are very similar to me and want to look at life in a very positive way. So thanks, Shelby. That's great. My name's Bria, and I have been a coach for 2.5 years now, which is kind of crazy. It goes very quickly. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about and just share sort of how we earn money as a coach, because I think it's a pretty common question, and certainly what it would look like if you wanted to get started, how to actually sign up. But before I do that, I will share a little bit about my story. When I was considering coaching, my son had just turned 1, and I had gone through a challenge group, like Shelby was explaining. I'd struggled for a lot of years with body image issues and self-esteem and all that fun stuff that most women go through. But it's like I'd finally found something that was healthy and encouraged healthy behavior, healthy eating, healthy working out. And I knew I just didn't want to let that go. Like, it's a very freeing feeling when you finally find something that works for you and helps you get fit or lose weight or whatever it is that you're actually trying to do, but in a way that's positive so you can share it and not in a negative way that you try to hide, which was where I used to be for a long time. So that was a big part of what drew me to coaching. I just didn't want to let that go. I wanted to keep that accountability going for myself. But the other side of it was that even though at that point I had 2 kids, and I think I'd always assumed I'd have some type of career. I'd always felt really driven toward a goal or towards something anyway. And I absolutely adore my kids, and I think there's so much value in staying home, but I knew that there was I needed something else to feel fulfilled too. And I wanted a life that was, not chaining me to a desk, because previously, before having kids, I'd worked in the corporate land, and I was at a desk 9 to 5, and it was not my happy place for sure. So those were 2 of the big things that really drew me to this. I wanted to be in a positive environment to keep this role going. And I wanted to see I wanted to be able to achieve goals again and have something for me that allowed me to still be there for my kids, but gave me my time and my career, if that makes sense. So when you get started coaching, how we earn money is actually two ways. One, you earn money through basic commission. So when we run these challenge groups, a lot of how we actually help people is through choosing like a challenge pack for them, which is a challenge pack is something that has the coaching, the tools, the workout program, the Shakeology, the nutrition. And you make commission off of anything you sell that way. So we get 25% commission. And the other side of that, we actually earn through volume bonuses, they call it. So if you decide, because there are different types of coaches. Some people come in, they just love the products and they want to be like an ambassador coach or a discount coach, and they just enjoy the 25% discount that coaches get. Some people like to do this as a hobby because they just love the environment. It's very positive. Again, as Shelby was saying, it's very full of encouraging, uplifting people. So they'll just want to run a group every now and then, or maybe bring their friends in if their friends are interested in co-coach a group, for example. Or if you really want to look at this as a business building opportunity to see the income potential, then you often will start to build a team. And when you build a team, you get what they call volume bonuses, and you make a certain amount of money as your team grows. If they're selling things, you make a bonus based on that. So it doesn't actually take anything away from them. It just gives you, the company kind of recognizes what you're doing. They give you bonus. They also give you leads as you grow a team. Beachbody is really known for a lot of their infomercials. If you pop the TV on the infomercial land pretty much 24 hours a day, you're going to see the 21-day fix. You're going to see PIO. You're going to see any of the Beachbody programs that we work with. And so when somebody actually calls into the infomercial and orders through that, they automatically get given a coach. And if you are a coach who's building a team, you're going to get some of those customers, which is really great because then you're not always looking for those customers for yourself. So that's really how we earn money. And the income potential, you know, as Shelby said, it's very, I think, it was a draw to me. I think that it's important to say that that can't be your primary draw, because you need to love to help people. You need to love to try to live healthy and do your best that way, because it's not a get rich quick thing. This is about building the same way it takes time to get healthy and lose weight. It takes, like the healthy way, it takes time to build a solid foundation in your business. So the trajectory, I'd say, is anywhere from 1.5 to 3 years. And like, for example, when I started making, like probably in the first 6 months, I was making about anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a month. And now 2.5 years later, I make about $8,000 a month, or $8,500. So a 6-figure salary. So you can kind of see how that really hockey sticks up in terms of your income growth if you're focused on helping people every month and kind of tracking the basic elements of your business. So that's how we earn. And then I'll just talk a little bit about getting started. If you want to become a coach, it's actually a pretty simple thing. Anybody can sign up to be a coach. In Canada, it's $48 to sign up to be a coach, and we pay $19.95 Canadian every month after that is your coach fees. And a lot of people love that because even like if you love the programs and the products, then you're typically drinking Shakeology every single month and you get a 25% discount. So even after that monthly fee, you're saving about $23 on your Shakeology each month. So a lot of people, as I said, will sign up and just do it for the discount. But if you've previously purchased a challenge pack, and if you haven't, this is really how I like to start my coaches, because you need to have a relationship with the product and the program. It needs to be a tool that you believe in. So if you've previously purchased a challenge pack, you actually don't have to pay that sign-up fee of $48. It's really just free to sign up. Or if you haven't bought a challenge pack, then a lot of the times you'll sign up with a challenge pack. And our challenge packs range anywhere from about $164 Canadian to $200 Canadian, depending on what challenge pack it is. And those are basically your costs, which is, very low, especially for the industry that we're in. And I think what I love about it is that there aren't any requirements of you. Like, you can cancel anytime. But what most people find when they get in is that because you can take this at your pace, and because this can be whatever you want it to be, there's not a lot of pressure. You can kind of just come in and enjoy the programs, enjoy the products, and decide at that time, like, to build the business as you want. But there's no pressure necessarily to hit targets unless it is something that you're wanting to build for you. So that's a pretty simple overview, I think, of how we earn money and how you actually sign up to be a coach. But once you've signed up, Shelby was talking a bit about the training. And I think the first step is you get welcomed into our team. And we've got, I think the nice thing is to joining a team is that you get access to like all the scripts or things that, all the systems and things that I've learned over the last couple of years to help you reach success faster. And we get to share all of those things, which is really great. And I think that's about it. Like, once you get going, if you want to dive in deeper, if you want to work more closely with your coach, then we'll do that with you. Or if you want space to independently learn or just kind of chug along at your pace, that's okay too. You have either option, up to you. And I think that's one of my most favorite parts about this coaching is you can take it at your pace. So that's about it, I think, on our end. We kind of covered all the basic areas. Do you guys have any other questions or anything that we talked about that kind of was of interest to you, or any questions? Awesome. Okay, well, what I'll say then, I know it's late. It's getting late in the day, so I know those questions can come later on. But whoever invited you to this call is going to follow up with you after, and they'll make sure to answer any questions that you have if you'd prefer to talk one-on-one, and let you know when our next new coach internship is, if you're ready to sign up and get going, or if you just want to learn more. But thanks, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Did you have anything else you wanted to say, Shelby?
No, just wanted to say thank you again to everyone and to you for helping with the call.
Yeah, it's so nice to see everyone. I just love, knowing that everyone's kind of all over the country. And again, it's sort of my favorite way to connect with people, which is great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, thanks, everyone. I hope you have a really great night. And I hope to hear more from you guys in the future.
Good night.
Bye.